Lord Ram, the epitome of virtue and righteousness, stood as a symbol of unwavering duty, honor, and devotion to truth. His life and principles continue to guide us, teaching the timeless values of integrity, compassion, and moral strength. Welcome to this journey through time, where we explore the extraordinary 14-year exile of Lord Rama. From his kingdom in Ayodhya to the shores of Lanka, Lord Rama's path is filled with trials, triumphs, and profound lessons about duty, honor, and righteousness. Today, we'll walk through the exact locations of these events and uncover the timeless wisdom they continue to offer. Let's dive in. Our story begins in Ayodhya, located on the southern banks of the river Sarayu, in present-day Uttar Pradesh. It's here that Lord Rama was born and where his exile began. Lord Ram was the beloved son of King Dashratha. He had three brothers, Bharata, Lakshmana, and Shatrughna. When Rama left his kingdom, he symbolized the ideal of dharma, putting duty above all else. As he bid farewell to his family, his kingdom, and his beloved people, it marked the beginning of a journey that would leave an eternal legacy. Today, Ayodhya is a major pilgrimage site, with the banks of the Sarayu River inspiring millions of devotees worldwide. When Lord Ram, Sita, and Lakshman reached near the Tamasa River during their exile, they met Kevat, a humble boatman. Kevat hesitated to ferry them, fearing that by touching Ram's divine feet, he would be spiritually transformed. Ram, understanding his devotion, assured him and gracefully boarded the boat, symbolizing the sacred bond between devotion and nature. The Tamsa River is a major tributary of the Ganges flowing through Madhya Pradesh and Uttar Pradesh. The Tamsa rises at Tamkund in the Mahar district. Next, Rama arrived at Sringverpur, located near the confluence of the Ganga and Yamuna, about 22 kilometers from Prayagraj, formerly Allahabad. Here, Rama and his family were welcomed by Nishad Rajgu, the king of the Nishad tribe, who helped them cross the river. Today, this place, known as Singarore, is rich in cultural heritage and continues to preserve the memories of this meaningful encounter. After departing from the banks of the Ganga, Rama, Sita, and Lakshmana reach sage Bharadwaja's ashram. The sage receives them with warmth, offering his blessings and valuable guidance, especially urging them to head towards the serene Chitrakoot mountains. With the sage's counsel in mind, Rama resumes his journey, leaving the ashram with renewed resolve. Rama's journey then took him to Chitrakoot, a serene place located on the border of Uttar Pradesh and Madhya Pradesh. This is where Rama, Sita, and Lakshmana spent a significant period of reflection. It's also where his brother Bharat came to persuade him to return to Ayodhya. The Valmiki Ashram, Mandavya Ashram, and other memorials still stand here today, preserving the sacred memories of Rama's time in this tranquil retreat. Rama's journey continued to Atri Rishi's ashram near Satna in Madhya Pradesh. Here, the sage Atri and his wife Anusuya blessed Rama and Sita. It was at this ashram that Sita received precious jewelry from Anusuya, which she later dropped as a trail during her abduction by Ravana. The wisdom and blessings Rama received here helped him navigate the many challenges of his exile. Rama then ventured into the dense and vast Dandakaranya, a forest region that covers parts of Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, and Maharashtra. Here, Rama faced numerous challenges, including the battle with the demoness Surpankha and the defeat of the demons Khara and Dushana. This forest symbolized the trials we all face on the path of righteousness, both external and internal. Next, Lord Rama reached Panchavati, near Nashik in Maharashtra, situated on the banks of the Godavari river. This is where the infamous event took place. Surpankha, Ravana's sister, attempted to seduce Rama, leading to the disfigurement of her nose by Lakshmana. This event triggered Ravana's kidnapping of Sita. Today, Panchavati remains a sacred site with memorials like Sita Sarovar, Mrigvyadeshwar, and Baneshwar marking the significance of this pivotal moment in the Ramayana. Rama's journey then led him to Bhadrachalam in Andhra Pradesh. This region is deeply associated with the incident of the golden deer, when Ravana disguised himself as a golden deer to lure Sita away from the hermitage. The Bhadrachalam temple stands as a powerful reminder of this part of the journey and of Rama's time in the forests of Dandakaranya. Mathanga Hill is a rocky hill located in Hampi. It is believed that Matang Rishi established his ashram near Pampa Lake. The Ramayana mentions that Pampa Lake lies on the river Pushtharini, which is now identified as the Purna River. After a long journey, Shabri met sage Mathanga and served him devotedly for many years. As Mathanga neared the end of his life, he instructed her to wait for Lord Rama, assuring her that he would grant her darshan. After Sita was abducted by Ravana, Rama and Lakshmana searched through dense forests. They eventually reached Kishkinda, in the Tungabhadra river valley of present-day Karnataka. This region was ruled by Bali, the older brother of Sugriva. Sugriva, exiled by Bali due to a misunderstanding, took refuge on Rishamukha Parvat near Pampa Lake. There, Rama met the pious Sabri, who had waited for years to offer him fruits and attain salvation. Rama and Lakshmana also made friends with Sugriv and Hanuman, who would later help them. After Rama killed Bali and crowned Sugriv a king, the monkey army promised to help rescue Sita. Hampi is believed to be the ancient Kishkinda from the Ramayana, where these events took place. Lepakshi is located in present-day Telangana. It is believed to be the place where Jatayu, the brave eagle, fell after fighting with Ravana who was taking Sita away. Jatayu tried to stop Ravana but was badly injured. He fell to the ground at Lepakshi, where Lord Rama later performed his final rites. The place holds both historical and mythological importance and is home to the famous Virbhadra temple, believed to be built on the very land where these events occurred. According to certain Tamil versions of the Ramayana, Kodikkarai is believed to be a place where Lord Rama's army, on their way to rescue Sita from Ravana, made a stop during their search for her. राम और उनकी सेना समुद्र को पार करने की तैयारी कर रहे थे, ताकि वे लंका पहुंचकर सीता मां को बचा सकें। After crossing southern India, Lord Rama reached Rameshwaram in Tamil Nadu. Here, Rama prayed to Lord Shiva and built the divine Rama Setu or Adam's Bridge, which was constructed with the help of the Vanara army. This bridge became a symbol of unity, hope, and perseverance. The Rameshwaram temple remains one of the holiest pilgrimage sites for millions of devotees. At the southern tip of India, near Dhanushkodi, Rama and his army prepared for the great battle in Lanka. Although Dhanushkodi was washed away in the 1964 cyclone, remnants of the Rama Setu bridge are still visible today. This location marks the beginning of the expedition to Lanka and holds immense historical and spiritual significance. Finally, Lord Rama reached Lanka, modern-day Sri Lanka, where he faced Ravana in a monumental battle between good and evil. The Nuvara Elia region in Sri Lanka is believed to be the location of Ravana's palace, and archaeological remains confirm the presence of structures dating back to the Ramayana period. It was here that Rama's victory over Ravana restored Dharma and he rescued Sita. Valmiki Ashram is situated in Chitwan district of Nepal, inside Chitwan National Park. It is close to the Triveni Dham where Thamasa, Sona and Sapta Gandaki rivers meet. According to Hindu mythology, it is the place where Rishi Valmiki lived and wrote the Hindu epic Ramayana. It is believed that Sita, consort of Lord Rama, came here to stay during pregnancy, and it was the place where Love and Kush were born. The temple is accessible by crossing the Triveni river and then by walking or taking a vehicle across the border via the nearby Gandaki barrage. Now, let's take a look at some of the other significant places connected with the epic Ramayana. After crossing the Ganges at Singarore, Sri Ram stayed at Kurai village. This place holds a special place in the journey of Lord Ram. When Sita wanted to take a bath, Lord Rama instructed his brother Lakshman to help her. Lakshman shot an arrow into the rocks, and suddenly, water began to flow abundantly. This allowed Sita Devi to take her bath in peace. According to the Ramayana, Jambavan was born in the Jambavan cave in the Ranvav Taluka of Porbandar district, Gujarat. In the epic, Jambavan plays a key role in helping Rama find his wife Sita and battle her abductor, Ravana. It is Jambavan who helps Hanuman recognize his immense strength and encourages him to fly across the ocean to search for Sita in Lanka. Sarvatirtha is another important location. It was here that Ravana abducted Sita and killed Jatayu, but only after defeating Shurpankha, Marich, Khair, and Dushan in the Nashik area. The Lakshman Rekha, which protected Sita, was drawn here during this pilgrimage. According to the legend, when Sita Mata, the beloved wife of Lord Ram, was bathing at this spot, her nose stud fell into the river. Anjaneya dove deep into the waters and retrieved the stud for her. That's why this place is called Mutti, as Muthu means pearl. From then on, Anjaneya became known as Muthitraya, the one who recovered the pearl. Each of these places tells a unique story, intertwining with the larger narrative of the Ramayana, marking sacred milestones in Lord Ram's journey. The journey of Lord Rama during his 14 years of exile left an indelible mark on the Indian subcontinent. From Ayodhya to Lanka, every place Lord Rama visited carries profound lessons. His journey continues to guide us today, teaching us about duty, honor, and righteousness. The sacred sites connected to Rama's journey are living reminders of these timeless principles. As long as the rivers flow and the mountains stand, the story of Lord Rama will continue to inspire us, reminding us to live with courage, compassion, and righteousness. If you found this journey through the sacred places of the Ramayana inspiring, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let's keep exploring the wisdom of the ancient epics together.